Good morning, everybody. This video is going to be a little bit short, but I'll kind of explain the reason why towards the end here. I'm going to do a little modification to one of my tools. Talk about a new welder I got. Talk about another project I did. But also at the very end of this, we're going to talk about the state of the projects for all the vehicles around here, what's going on with them. So make sure you stick around to the end, see what's going on. Sorry for not a normal video. This is just kind of I'm kind of waiting parts on stuff, a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it, and we'll start off with the modification to my cherry picker. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ogre Speed Shop. So we're gonna do a little side project here because I kind of broke something or damaged something when I was pulling the Pontiac 400 out of that 1977 Grand Prix in the junkyard. So we're gonna get into a little bit more of what I damaged and how we're gonna fix it. So right here is what I did damage to while I was at the junkyard. So I don't need that hooked up right now. But when I was pulling that motor, because if you watched my previous videos, I converted this to make it so I could hook it to the hitch on my truck and be able to use it that way. Well, the engine got stuck and I pulled and ended up kind of damaging something. I don't know if you can be able to see that in the video or not. You see how that's kind of bend in it? Well, yeah, I bent the crap out of it. Had it on the very end like that, and look what happened to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna replace this piece because I bought a new piece for this that doesn't slide into there. I went a little bit bigger, and I went with quarter wall. And I'm also going longer because that way, when this is up inside here, all the way up in here, it'll be more sturdy and steady. But I also bought a piece of 3-inch 1/16 wall in order to, sorry, 3/16 wall in order to slide the new piece of 2.5-inch into, which is around here someplace. I don't know where I put it. There it is. So I'm gonna make that whole boom about that long, but only the normal amount is gonna be sticking out, maybe a little bit longer. But that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna take this off, make a new one out of this, like that. And then we're gonna have a big long slide to sturdy it up a little bit to make it a lot stronger. And in order to help us, I got something. I ordered it last week and it came today. And it's something I need to open up because I kind of broke my old welder and I got so pissed at it that I threw it out and went to scrap when I took the scrap bin last week. So we're gonna open this up and see what we got. Why did I end up going with Art Captain? Well, I've been seeing them online for a long time. They're affordable. And yeah, everything's made in China these days, so I can't really complain about that too much. But I haven't seen anything bad review on them. And another reason why, because I needed more than just the welder. I wanted a plasma cutter as well. So what I ended up going with and ordering, so I went with the MIG 205 MP, which is a 4-in-1. So it has pulse width MIG, TIG, plasma cutter, stick welding. It's got everything I could possibly need to do what I do. So I'm gonna open up, see what all we got here. So right there, it comes with 115 or 120, 110 adapter. I plan on running 220 though, because I do have a 220 plug in the shop. I do need an extension cord. They were out, or I had to order. They were back ordered or something. But I can pick one up locally. I got a welding shop around here, so. But yeah, this is what I ordered. I've been needing a new welder for a while. I haven't yet to see anything bad about these yet, so let's see what we got here. It's actually pretty tiny. One thing I forgot to look at, I hope it can hold it, is can it take the 10-pound or 11-pound rolls? I hope so, because that's what I have. There we have it. Looks like it should be able to hold an 11-pound roll. I'm definitely going to read the instructions on it, don't worry. I know I don't normally do that, but this is a little different. So there's the machine. The shop's kind of a mess right now, which is why I'm on the back of my truck right now. Now this box with the attachments is heavier than the freaking machine is. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Alright, there's our ground clamp. Well, it feels pretty good. I like it. What is that? That is our TIG torch. And yes, I do want to learn how to TIG. That's why I bought this. There's our stick welder. These are clamps for the stick. They're all in sealed bags, which is really nice. There's our gas feed. Our gas hose. There's the plasma cutter. I've been wanting a plasma cutter for a really long time. Look at that thing, it's a brush. Got a cleaner. Wadding and cutting torch accessories, make TIG. Torch. Oh, weird. Like I said, I gotta read the instructions on this. Is this a bag? That's a cover for it. And the main thing that I've been needing, the new MIG torch. With tape. All the fittings you need. And one more box. What do we got? Oh, regulator. Look at that. So there's your regulator for your gas. Pretty cool. All right. So now there's a lot of projects I got to do with this. Got to fix the cherry picker. I also almost ripped a beam out of where my hose hangs. So I've been pondering ways of figuring out how to get my welder up here to fix that I ripped off when I pulled this out the other day. But this is what I've come up with. I welded a couple pieces on here just to put it flat. And I'll put the welder up here. I'll put the tank right here on this step and strap it in. That way it'll reach up there for me to weld that back on. Because I broke a weld on it, well, on each corner. There's, where's that? So there's one right there and one over there. I can't, there, right there. So I gotta weld those back together. I'll probably put like a fish plate on it too, just to, on the corners. Right up in there, just to make it better. We'll see. All right, there we have it, the final setup. I think I should be able to reach up there just fine now. So I gotta twist that over. Hopefully that lock wire up there will save it. But my buddies told me I should record this just because. So the main thing I'm worried about now is burning the hose. So hopefully I can keep it away from that. So we'll see what happens. Well, my contraption worked. Went completely over without a hitch, no problem. Now I got extra gussets, extra bracing up here. So I got those right there that I added on both sides, and weld the ends back up again. That ain't going nowhere. I got my pliers still up there, my cutter still up there, just holding the hose away from the heat until it cools down, and I can re-zip tie everything. There we go. Shouldn't be a problem again. Probably rip the hose reel off next time. But just want to share. Sorry guys, no accidents, no problems. It just went fine. The other day when I was pulling this truck out, it caught on the air nozzle, ripped the air nozzle apart and almost ripped the ceiling down. So, got some welding to do up there too. So hopefully you got enough cord to make it that high. But there you have it. Got me a MiG 205. I've been wanting it for a while. It's a thick book. At some point I may go over how much I paid for it. It wasn't bad at all, considering everything you get with it. And to get multiple machines, it'd be way more than what I paid, let's put it that way. So, but like I said, we'll probably get into it a little bit more once we get it all set up. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is pull this off of here. And that way I can basically copy it over to that with all the holes and the adaptions or the brackets and whatnot. So yeah, that's the next plan. I'm gonna have to widen this a little bit. You can tell they actually did. So that will fit, because I'm gonna cut a block like this and weld it to that, just like that is. And then basically, so it's the same exact thing, just a lot stronger. Well, these bolts aren't metric, but 15/16 works. So it means what, 22? Might need longer bolts. Yeah, that's definitely squeezed in there pretty good. There you go. Slide bolt out. I'm just going to copy that one, but bigger and stronger. Well, first of all, let's see if that'll fit now that it's unspread. I'm sure you can spread it a little bit more to make it fit. Probably just as simple as that and that. All right, might take a little bit more than that. Don't know what I'm going to tape measure. All right, so first measurement we're going to get is that right there. And it looks like 2 inches. A little bit more than 2 inches. We'll go 2 1/4. And those brackets will make, heck, we'll try the new plasma cutter with that to make these. This is just cutting off a piece for with a chop saw. All right, well there you have it. The old versus new. Obviously I still got more stuff to do, but I got it to where it's bolted onto that now. It's got full range of movement. It's a little tighter. This had a lot of play in it. So it's real tight now in there, which is good. I haven't even tightened the bolt down. But yeah. So we got about 6 inches extra now. And of course we're gonna have 6 feet. You know, I could go all the way out to here if I wanted to, you know, like almost to the truck. But, you know, that's not the plan. It's just to make it stronger so it won't bend again. So the more you have inside this tube, the stronger it's gonna be. When you have it just at the end of here like that, that's where you lose your weight distribution and weight limits. So this is gonna make it a lot better. So I still gotta make this piece. I'll decide whether I make the brace going across the top or not. It probably will. There's a little extra strength. It's not much, but it's something. I think it's more for looks than anything. But yeah, we just gotta make this piece, these pieces here. I gotta figure out how the plasma cutter works on this first. But yeah, this is my new art captain. It's a MiG 205. And so far I'm loving it because I can actually almost call myself a welder now. Look at that, those real clean welds. And I don't even know how the settings work on it yet. I just kind of tried it and it worked. So I think it auto adjusts sometimes, somehow. And yeah, but so far so good, I'm liking it. All right, so I got these 2 pieces here made. I just cut them separate and then welded them together and then ground them down to match. I got a little bit thinner than what the originals were, but I'm gonna put some washers on there, some 1/8 or 5/8 washers to thicken it up, just around the edges of the hole. That should be good enough, I think. I think I've got some 1/8" washers around here someplace. That might be them right there. Yeah, those look bigger. Those might be 3/4. But I think I got some washers that'll work. And basically that's what they did on theirs. You can see, I think it's actually the same thickness. They just added a washer in between for spacers. So I don't want to tear this apart and use any of the pieces. I just want to make all new. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking a measurement from this hole to this hole to see how far out I need to put these to make this line up properly. All right, I got that piece on there. I'm still trying to figure out the welder. It did really good over here, but not as good here. So I'm sure it's something I did or something I'm doing wrong. But plus I probably didn't clean the metal up good enough, which is probably one of the problems. But that turned out really good there. Just not so much there. But I'll figure it out eventually. That'll work. It ain't gonna go anywhere. So we gotta get the holes drilled. So we gotta do that. The 2 ton, 1 ton, half ton, all that stuff. But it's gonna be, it'll probably be a lot sturdier than that now. But I'm gonna get these holes laid out and go. Pretty much got it done except for the area up here where I gotta put the hook, where I gotta add this part right here to be able to put the lift hook on there. But I just wanted to show you a difference in length now. What is that, like 3 more feet? Actually, let's measure. Let's see exactly how much extra we got out of this. What do we got? Oh, dang stupid. Don't ever buy a Hercules tape measure. 28 extra inches. 28 and 3/16. So, it would have come in handy. God, it's stupid. It would have really come in handy pulling that Pontiac motor out of that Grand Prix with that big long front end. And now you got 1/4 inch thick metal here compared to 120 wall, so so twice as thick. This is supposed to be 3/16. I think it's about right. So we definitely got much sturdier. That might be 1/4 inch actually. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So that's what we got. We got actually no, I think this is 3/16. Yeah, that's 3/16 and this is 1/4 inch. That's what I went with. But either way, it's much tougher, much longer. It'll be much easier to pull things with a long nose car now. And it'll be a lot sturdier and a lot, you know, it won't bend as easily like this one did, because that's bent right there from me trying to lift that engine out of there. I think this would last a lot longer because I got a lot more tube in here. So this goes all the way back to about here. And I can go back further. So, you know, this goes to there. That's the original. That's one hole, and that still gives you 2 feet of pipe in there. And when it's folded up, it'll stick out the end over here, but who cares? It'll be sticking straight up. Nobody will even notice it. And I'm the only one using it anyway. It doesn't really matter. But anyways, that's what we're doing. So I just got to put the hook portion of it on there. And then that'll be it for this. What I'm talking about with the fully folded up, basically. It sticks at the top up there. So you get that much extra strength when lifting now. So I'll take that over, you know, not sticking out. This will be a lot stronger and I can do a lot more with it. So there you have it, the full effect of the modifications I made to my cherry picker. So now I can extend it out further. I'll probably will eventually do leg extensions too that slide in and out. That way it can even, you know, support more when it's on the ground. But this was because I was in the junkyard and I had it hooked to the hitch of the truck and it just couldn't reach far enough because all this stuff would start hitting. Those Grand Prix have a really long freaking nose, so it just wouldn't fit. This is the reason why I did it. Plus I bent that, so I had to replace it anyway, so I might as well upgrade it and modify it a little bit while I'm there. I don't know if I'm gonna add a strapping like that across the top or not. I might, just because of aesthetics, because it kind of makes it look cool. I don't know how much that really does. I mean, it's like an 1/8 inch piece of strapping, so I don't know. If I decide to, I will, but so that's about it. I guess we'll start with the Firebird. We got the power windows in and gotta do some interior stuff. Got the window back in, but this has just been an ongoing project. You know, this has been going on for like about 10 years now. And I'm just trying to do a little bit at a time. So, you know, there's a video coming out on some of the things I'm doing to it right now. I haven't done anything on a video for this probably for 2 years, but so that's one of the things we got going on right now. Next thing is this one's almost ready to go back on the road. Got it fired up yesterday with a new carburetor, and the engine moved back forward to where it's supposed to be. So we're good on that. That's going to be pretty close. Just got to do some wiring and, well, you know, add wiring because it's all out of it right now. So that's the state of that. This is the Pontiac motor I pulled out of the 77 Grand Prix. That's going in that. Again, waiting on parts. The parts that I thought were going to be here on Wednesday aren't going to be here till next Wednesday. So, yeah, hopefully it gets here that day. So we got stuff to do on that. What else? So that's the blue truck, the Firebird, the Pontiac. Oh, yeah, back here, we got the 406 out of the Mullet Camaro. Future for that's coming up too, but I haven't even started that video because the car that's going in isn't here yet. But we'll get into that when it gets here. Just because I love this truck so much, I want to show a little bit more of it. So this is the one that's getting the Pontiac motor. And just, I mean, it runs and drives fine, but it's just slow. It doesn't go faster than 58 miles an hour downhill with a tailwind. So that's why we're gonna upgrade that. You know, the 59 GMC, we got her home. So she does run, but the clutch, it stopped moving. So that's where we're at on that one. I do have a clutch for it, just got to get it in the shop and get to it. And obviously do some body work on it and get it to where we can drive it. And but yeah, so, you know, all these projects are, they're pretty rough to start out with. So I got a long ways to go on a lot of them. But this is a pretty cool one. I really like this one. And but yeah, so that's it. So we gotta wait for I can get in the shop to put the clutch in. Now the 2500, it's running, driving fine. So I still want to do an overdrive transmission on it. And you can see that this one wheel bearing, I don't know, I've messed with it a few times and it's still leaking out and it's not. It gets hot. So I'm not sure why. I've adjusted the brake out. Can't remember if I actually changed the bearing race out yet. I know I got one. I don't remember if I changed it out yet. I don't think I did yet. Maybe that's what the problem is. So I gotta get in there and work that a little bit, but it runs, drives fine. Just it needs an overdrive. We got the cab and parts for the C30 that came off the frame that the GMC's on now. This is going to my buddy out in Missouri. I just haven't had a chance to get out there yet. Too much going on between me and him, so just I'll get it out there at some point, or he'll come pick it up, one of the two. Now the 77 K35, the engine ended up having a bad cam and lifters, so this is kind of the state it's been in for a while now. But I will get back on it. I do have new front core support, because if you remember, the core support on it was welded together and not very well. So I got to fix that. I got a new core support for it, and we'll make it work. It's just it's a Chevy, so it's a little different for as far as like the attachments. But we'll get that working too. I don't know what I do with the original core support. Oh, it's underneath there. But if you look at it, it's got welds all over the place on it. I can't really see them right now, but there's welds on it that need to be fixed. So the 1980 K10, this is probably my most neglected truck. I brought this home and I haven't touched it really since. I did the round headlight conversion on it. I still need a marker light, and it needs an engine. It's got everything in it, just it needs an engine, and I haven't found one yet. Well, I have. I could probably put one of the engines I have laying around here in it, but for now, I want to do a big block in this one just because. And then we got the old 55 International dump truck. Got the dump bed working, then it stuck, and then I got it back down, and got to do wiring, and I'm not sure where I'm going with this one yet. I kind of want to do a ramp truck, but I want to kind of lower it too. And I got to figure out how to do that and keep the dump feature, because I'm thinking about doing a dovetail back here to kind of bring this down a little bit, so we have a little better ramp angle for loading vehicles on it. But it also does need to be a lot lower for that, and we got to figure out what we're going to do with that. But I just thought this was a really cool looking truck, and I just wanted to bring it home, and I couldn't pass up the deal on it, so I did, and we drove it home. So it's a pretty cool truck, but we're doing something with it. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. I'm thinking, something low, and maybe a Cummins in it. And my dogs are apparently out. Bella, come say hi. So yeah, my wife must let the dogs out, and she don't realize I'm out here, so she's barking at me. Bella. So yeah, that's the state of the projects right now. So but yeah, we'll get more into each. I got videos started on this one. I got videos started, well, I haven't started on that one. I got videos on the 1-ton, the 59, the Pontiac, and the blue truck, all in the process. But I'm just waiting for parts to come in. So we'll definitely get back on this one, because I really like this truck too. So I just got a lot of projects, but I love them all. It's just I like bringing these old trucks back together, or back to life. That's going to do it for this video. Real quick video on just modifying my cherry picker. Again, I do this all the time. I always modify stuff to make it work better and be a little more useful. So if you like this video, leave a like down there. Leave me a comment. Let me know what I can do better. Subscribe while you're at it if you want to. Why not? It's free. I know everybody says that now, but Anyways, so I just figured I'd share what I did in my cherry picker to make it a little bit better. So everybody who's been here till the very end, appreciate it. Till next time, I'll see y'all later. Pretty much do it for this video. I mean, we did the cherry picker modification. I showed you a little bit of what I did with the hose reel, how to get up there to weld that, and a state of the projects that going on around here. So again, like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. But anybody who made it to the very end of this, appreciate it. And until the next time, I'll see y'all later.